Okay, so this is Highland Recreation Center. It's an equestrian and regular campground. It's a rustic campground, so what that means is there's no electric and no on-site water or sewer or anything like that. And you can see this is Friday night, very beautiful Friday night, and August 1st, I think it is. And super quiet, and not full. So pit toilets over there, and you can see there's no pads. There is for the ADA sites. There's a couple of ADA sites over here that have pads, but they're nice, generous sites. You know, got a nice fire pit like most of the state parks, and all this beautiful lush grass. So we're doing this park mainly because I have added solar batteries and an inverter, and I want to see if I can go a weekend with without using power. So we'll see. So our shade from our awning is way over there, like 25 feet away. Oh well, it's still a beautiful night. It's probably maybe 70 and just gorgeous sunshine in this nice quiet little park. And it's I don't know, about 20 after 8 in the evening on August 1st, and we got a fellow playing his guitar over here, and just a lot of folks sitting around their campfires. And I would say half the sites aren't even occupied. I guess the only big drawback here is you can't fill up it. There's no dump station or potable water filling station. So there's basically one sort of drinking fountain with a faucet here that you can fill up jugs, and so my recommendation is just fill up before you come. Making breakfast outdoors in this gorgeous, beautiful day. And I'm also making power. So early in the morning, 8 a.m., I'm still generating I think that's giving me about 100 watts, and then my roof solar is giving me about the same right now. Well, my wife has abandoned me for the day. She had some stuff at home she needed to do, so she packed up after breakfast and headed home, and she'll be back at dinner time. So this is our setup anyhow. I have 4 Renogy SIGS solar panel. That's CIGS. I don't know, it's like selenium, indium galvanide, something or other. And those are 150 watts a piece, so I have 4 of those on the roof. So maximum of 150, which you're never going to get, especially in Michigan. And then I have this 200 watt panel that's wired in separately through a separate MPPT. And early in the morning here, it's not early in the morning, it's about 10:30 maybe in the morning. I'm getting about 425 watts between the two, and the sun is not not directly over the camper, which is when it'll max out on the top, and I would expect that top part, to the roof solar, to max out at maybe 450 watts, and then the one on the ground to maybe get 150 if we're lucky. Anyhow, I can keep pointing that towards the sun, the portable one, and the others just you have to wait till the sun comes up directly over top of it. But we're already running, I think, with all my fans going and the radio going in there, the fridge going. I'm running less than 100 watts, and then consuming less than 100 watts, and I'm producing over 400. So shouldn't be long until the batteries are topped back off. And if I need to run the air conditioner this afternoon, I'll be able to do that off the batteries, and cool it down in there if I need to. Which it's only supposed to be in the mid 70s today, so I doubt that I'll even need to do that. But if I do, I can. Anyhow, I'm gonna hang out here for a couple hours, and then probably pack up once my batteries are topped, I'll pack up the portable solar panel, and then I might run some errands or go fishing or something. There's a couple of nice little lakes over here. There's something like 46 miles of trails. Since it is an equestrian park, lots of trails to ride your horses down. And if you don't have horses, you can hike on them. And then there's a really nice paved trail that goes right from the highway all the way back to the big lake on the property. This used to be a Henry Ford estate, so just a great big, it was like their getaway, summer getaway. And anyhow, so it's a great big property with, lots of stuff on it. And there's just a really nice walking trail. I think it's 2.5 miles long. So if you walk, one end to the other and back, you get 5 miles. And I've hiked that with my dog a few times, well, a couple dozen times anyhow. Because this is about 35 minutes from our house. Anyhow, so this is the setup, and my day is wide open. All right, so here's like I said, it's 10:24 in the morning. So the sun is not directly overhead right now, and this is a picture of how we're doing on power. So up here, that's my AC power, and that's the amount of wattage, 7 watts, that my inverter is drawing. So it's inverting, but it's not drawing any power to speak of, since I don't have anything plugged in. And then there's no shore power here, because if you remember, there's no electric service here at Highland Recreation. I am right now running the fans, the radio, and my refrigerator, and I'm consuming 101 watts. And then my solar panels are generating 419. Once I've topped off, when this number reaches about 14.2 volts, I will synchronize my shunt to 100%, because that'll be fully charged, and then this number will be 100%. And as we draw off the batteries, you'll be able to see how much percentage-wise you're drawing from. And then this is how much solar yield I'm currently getting. So I'm getting about four times what I'm consuming, and that's only going to go up as the sun keeps rising in the sky. And then if I want to see the different solar capacities that I have, this one here, the 100/50, is my roof solar, and so of course I'm getting the bulk of my wattage from there, 317 watts currently. So about half of its full capacity, which you're never going to get in Michigan, probably. And then this blue solar one, the 7515, is that portable panel that we saw outside, and that's generating 110 watts, and its full capacity is 200 watts. So again, I don't really fully expect to see anything more than 150 watts being generated by that on the most perfect of days, which is probably what today is going to be. So anyhow, that's the power going on the camper this morning. So about an hour later, we got to what I think was about the peak for the day, and that was 532 watts for the entire system. This is the only water here at the campground, and you can see it's just this little spigot here and a drinking fountain that I don't even know if that works, but anyhow, it does have a hose connection on it, so I suppose you could pull your trailer off here as you came in and run your hose over to it and fill up, but we weren't smart enough to do that. And then this is it. It's just, there's just 25 sites in here. So just one loop. I don't even know if there's 25. There's 20 something sites in here. And, you know, they're all very spacious. And you have plenty of room between you and your neighbors. And I would say it's 3/4 full. Anyhow, this is, you know, pretty much all the same from here. It's just a big circle. Not even a big circle, a small one. So here's the trail I was talking about earlier. It is not for horses, just for hikers and bikers. And I wish it wasn't for bikers even, because they tear things up. But nevertheless, it is for hikers and bikers. And you can see it's nice. It's wide. It's gravel. It kind of runs along the road for, you know, part of it's, well, pretty much all of it. Some of it you're in the woods. But this goes, I want to say it's 2.5 miles from the front to the back of the park. So it's a 5-mile walk when you go, you know, down and back. Anyhow, it's a pretty nice, you know, well-groomed trail. I've hiked it, you know, pretty much all year round. It's not quite as nicely maintained in the winter, as you might imagine. And then this will intersect with a lot of the, you know, equestrian trails. And, you know, you can branch off on those in your hike. And from what I understand, there's about 46 miles of trail that you could go explore. I haven't been brave enough to do that. And I imagine you want to be with somebody and have good directions if you do, and probably a GPS or, you know, something like that, so you can not get lost. So a couple 100 yards before the end of the trail I was just on, you come out here, take a turn to the, I guess, east it is, maybe. Anyhow, and you come out here to Teeple Lake, or Big Teeple Lake, and that's what's up in front of me here. And there's, you know, parking lots over here and clearly over here. And I know there's one at the end of the trail over that way. And you know, it's Saturday, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful, you know, sunshiny day. 77 degrees. I mean, you know, it couldn't be more perfect. There's 3 cars here. 3 cars. So, to say it's underutilized, this whole park, is probably an understatement. It did look like the campground was getting closer to full, so I guess that's I guess that's okay, but looks like there's a little dock down here. Not just a little boat launch. So come on down, drop your boat in. And aside from all the weeds, I mean, boy, it looks kind of like pretty clear water. And looks like there's some kayakers out over there. But otherwise, I mean, what, maybe 3 or 4 people out there? And that's it. So that's your Teeple Lake. And I was going to bring a fishing pole. I might come back here in the morning with one. So behind me is that little boat launch area that we just saw over there. And then up on this hill, there's a nice little bench to look out onto the lake. And some nice picnic tables up top there. And there's some pit toilets. And here's the view from the bench. Well, maybe the view from the bench is down here. So a little nicer up here, and even through here. And then looks like somebody's made a little trail for themselves to go down to the lake and do some fishing or something. I'm imagining with all these lily pads, there's probably some good panfish and northern pike and some bass probably. Anyhow, not a huge lake, but nice little paddling lake. I might come out here with the canoe someday. Time to head home after a really nice weekend.